And we are live. Hello, everyone. Let's discuss daily arm wrestling news part 1. I'll try to either upload a video under this name or go live every day, even if it is for like 20 minutes. So I've seen that daily shows, regular shows get more interest of the fans than the unusual or unregular ones. Adnan, hello Pradeep. Okay, Lagia would have joined, but it is 2 a.m. here. Thumbnail, what's wrong with the thumbnail? I'm a fan, by the way. Thanks, Ismail. Hello, unknown fidget. So let's start discussing the first topic that we have today. And if you guys want to join, maybe you can let me know. Voevoda. So first of all, Alexey Voevoda looks like that he's making a comeback. He's on YouTube as well. If anyone of you have not subscribed to his channel yet, then please do so right now, because it's amazing to see. And that person is really, it looks like that he's feeling happy whenever people subscribe to his channel, to watch his channel grow. He has like almost 3,000 subscribers. So that's good. Stizzy, what's up, Pradeep? What's up, brother? Is this the real Marcus? Is it? I think that Marcus is Marcus Thompson, and it is Thompson G. I hope Dennis stays healthy. It's tough for me. I want Dennis to win, but yeah, let's first discuss. What's up, Pradeep? Andres, bro, would you like to join? Please let me know. Or maybe I should just paste the link to Zoom here. If anybody wants to discuss these topics, maybe he can join. Good evening, boys. Randy Savage. Good evening, brother. So there's the Zoom link. If anybody wants to join, you're most welcome. 32 people already watching. Alexey Voevoda was posting training videos, like he kind of never stopped, but his training videos, sometimes he'll be doing cupping exercise, sometimes some other arm wrestling related exercise or a table practice. He would be doing those maybe every 2 or 3 months. He would be posting with that frequency on his Instagram or Telegram. But now it is a regular thing. He's arm wrestling almost every week. He's posting training videos. Recently, he visited Devon and Babkan. He trained there. Somehow they forgot to record the video. I don't know. Maybe because they were saying that they were working on their weaknesses and stuff. So that was the most probable reason as to why they weren't recording those videos. Pradeep, are you having iPhone on this chat? iPhone? You mean Chris Gobby? I think Chris was iPhone in the last one. The video is clear or not? Yeah. The Savage, yeah. Chris Gobby, yeah. Anybody who joins can join. Pradeep, greetings from CA. Is that Canada or a state of US? Darren Chapman. I don't know, brother. I don't know what that is. So I've already uploaded a few videos about Voevoda, and I sent him the link to the video where I was like, if we can get Voevoda to 1,000 subscribers from 350 within a matter of hours, then it will be awesome. I sent that link to Voevoda, and by that time he was already like 1,500, and he sent something in Russian. I sent it to Vasil coach, and he was also confused, like what he's trying to say here. But I think he was happy to see that video. Steezy, Canada. Okay, Canada. It's Canada. I hope Dennis can get back. Yeah, we'll talk about Dennis later in this video. Peak Dennis with his technique would be unstoppable. Now his technique is more polished. It looks better. Yeah. So at what level you are expecting Voevoda to make a comeback? Because somebody mentioned in my previous live stream that when they practiced together, he was not able to move the Dadikyan or something. He said that Dadikyan is feeling like a wall. He's feeling really strong. And of course he will. Dadikyan is a strong arm wrestler. But in the last practice, Dennis was able to control Dadikyan easily. He allowed the Dekan to hit first. The arm went here. Then he caught him and then he brought him back. So, at what level? And comeback opponents. Please suggest the comeback opponents for Voevoda. Tim Bresnan again? No, that wouldn't be fun. That wouldn't be fun. Although Tim is old right now. But still, inside the straps, Tim can be extremely dangerous. Paul Lynn, yeah, that's a good match, man. That's a good match. John Brzezinski, that's good as well. But I'm having a difficult time thinking that Voevoda can beat John in his first comeback match. It looks difficult. Tordzilla, yeah, that's more of a possibility because Voevoda is taller. I think he can kind of high hook Tordzilla and get him away from his power. That's possible. But yeah, if the match happens, it has to be John Brzezinski. And Voevoda will have to get bigger. This 112 kilos version of Voevoda will be difficult. He'll have some difficulties to beat John Brzezinski at this weight. He'll have to get bigger. Paul versus all the legends. Yeah, that's impressive from Denis, Tordzilla, John, Paul Lynn. We need to send this to Paul Lynn. I think John Brzezinski is the gatekeeper of 115 kilos division. Follow John's comeback plan. Don't rush it. Yeah, build the excitement a little more each time. That's the perfect way to do it, man. That's the perfect way to do it. But I'm not sure if Voevoda is interested in having that many matches per year. I'm not sure if anyone is interested in having that many matches. Is any match confirmed from Denis and Voevoda? No, Voevoda, I heard some things about him. Some private things, but I cannot talk about them here. But for now, it looks like it can be John Brzezinski. And it can be at East versus West. I'm not sure when it is going to happen. Maybe East versus West 9, 10. We're not sure. Is any match confirmed? No, not yet. So John Brzezinski seems to be like he's a big name in the sport, and that's the magical power of Voevoda. I don't think any other arm wrestler can make a comeback after that many years and still be relevant. Whenever you upload a video about Voevoda, it easily gets like 20,000-30,000 views, even today. That is some magic, man. Nobody is remembered in the arm wrestling world that much with just a few years of dominance at the top. So Voevoda was dominant in the early 2000s, I think, and he left by 2004 and 5. He made another comeback and beat Michael Todd in 2007, and then he left again. Then 2016, he came back and lost to Tim Bresnan. That's a good 15 years and only one match, and he is still remembered. People still keep on talking about him. I don't know if it is his hair, his personality, his arm wrestling ability, combination of all of them, but that is a very rare example when people talk about that guy, even though he has competed only once in like 15 years. Atlantis IRL, Pradeep, hello brother. Voevoda used to be the most hyped name while being absent from the arm wrestling. Yeah, he still is if we're talking about the guys who are not competing. Paul the Poster Lynn always measured in his comments on things. Yeah, he's smart. He's a smart person. Thanks for waking up at 4 a.m. or whatever time. No, I slept at like 3 a.m. and I woke up at 6:40. His training in his prime was absolutely insane, yeah. But most of that, I would assume, when he is dragging 3 or 4 people on the arm wrestling table, or he's kind of benching the leg press machine. I think most of that would have been for videos only. Like, he wouldn't train like that, right? Stizzy, right. Yes, his training video was pure motivation. He beat Travis and John, and in prime, I think you meant to say in prime. Damn. Yeah. That's why I postponed it to 15 minutes. I'm like, I need to at least take a bath to open my mind. Then I can go live. Brzezinski once said that according to him, Voevoda had the most genetic potential for arm wrestling. Yeah, maybe at that time. Now we have guys like Levon. Pradeep takes power naps during office hours. No, it was not office. Like, I've taken leave from my work for 3 days. Today is the last day for leave. There will never be another arm wrestler like Prime Brazink. There can be. But for that person, it would be impossible to dominate the super heavyweights while being 90 kilos, 95 kilos. That isn't possible. Was Voevoda a clean puller? No, I don't think he was, but he is now. He keeps on mentioning that on his YouTube, on his Telegram. You can watch it. He keeps on mentioning that. He is a vegetarian, not a vegan. I made a video and that has like almost 50,000 views. And in that video, I made an assumption that he is still vegan because when you watch the shorts uploaded on his channel, in the description he has both vegan and vegetarian written. And I was like, if you're not a vegan, why would you mention vegan in your chat? But he has it written there. So I thought he's a vegan, but now in next couple of videos he cleared that he's vegetarian, not vegan. And he talks about diet a lot. He keeps on talking about diet. Muratov is left-handed Brazink. Yeah, he's dominating everyone. But let's see how he does in the professional game. And he must be natural if he's competing there. I mean, must, like, you can still get away with things, but Kelly, keep your eye on the hand at all times. Kelly, I just started arm wrestling, got my very own table. Yeah. Good advice from Mr. Peanut. How much did it cost you, Kelly? I meant clean, not PD, not vegan, or not dashed whatever it is. Kane the arm wrestler. So interesting thing, guys. Maybe we will talk about Voevoda a little bit more and then we'll switch to what I wanted to say about this topic. He's still really athletic. I think he's 42, 43 years old. Height is about 6'4" and weight is 111, 12 kilos. And he's still, I think he can easily do 10 muscle ups if you want him to do, even at this age, even while being natural. $320 shipped to door. Yeah, good. That's great. Umesh sent me this table. Umesh Dhruvas, the guy who organized Matt Mask versus Jordan Sonev. And the cost of this table is like 14,000. I didn't have to pay anything, and I haven't even done any promotion for his table. So guys, be strong arm wrestling. So $14,000, that's about $175. 14,000 rupees. Alijan was suspended for like 6 months because he tested he is suspicious. Suspicious? What does that mean? I also heard that. Now I immediately remembered like what he was trying to say. You have a table at your house now, Pradeep. Yes, I have one table here as well. And when I go to my house near Delhi, I have one table there as well. And I don't arm wrestle on any of these, unfortunately. Voevoda versus Denis. Can you imagine? Pradeep has 2 tables. But you'll start seeing some biceps, man. I need to work out a little bit. Yesterday did some curls. Did like 3 sets of 15 seated curls with 30 kilos, which is ridiculous. I should be able to do that much with 50 kilos. But 30 kilos is what I can do for now. 3 sets of 15. Pradeep, my buddy, LOL. Sounds like that cuff healing up. Yeah. I'm really thankful. Gotta start training for Aussie arm wrestler. Yeah. Need to start training, man. Pradeep versus Levon. Yeah, I have to start somewhere. Atlantis IRL is correct. Now just keep going. You have the dad boy look. Dad boy. What does that mean? Pradeep versus Bowen. Pradeep, I think I could beat you. That's a possibility. I wouldn't say that you're thinking something impossible. Thanks for your stance on the live commentary situation you did the other day. I appreciated your boldness. Thanks, brother. Is the video frozen or something? No, it is moving still. On his Instagram. Lagya, on whose Instagram? Have you guys seen Alijan's nature cooking videos? Don't watch them at 2 a.m. hungry. I think I've seen some of them, yeah. I follow him on Instagram. I've seen. Pradeep, what is the strength of Shiv Kaushik? I would say his technique is really good. Maybe I'll say he isn't that much stronger than me. Maybe just a little bit stronger. I practice with him, so he's like when he goes to state championships, he is like in the 70 kilos weight cap. He's like number three, number two, sometimes number one. So he's always in that range. So I 36. No man, I'm 28. So I would say he's slightly stronger than me. So I can stop his top roll with my cup, then I cannot stop his side pressure. If I try to stop his side pressure, my wrist goes away. With a little bit of training, I would say 2 months of training, I can beat him. That's what I would say. But I still don't know how to arm wrestle in straps. Pradeep 3x people champ for keeping it real. Yeah, let's see about the commentary thing. Let's see how it goes after one pay-per-view. We'll learn something. The guys who are not doing the commentary, the guys who are doing the commentary, they will learn something. The organizer Engin will learn something. Maybe Code Sports will also learn something, and then we'll revisit our decision after May 6th. But even on May 6th, I'm used to of doing live streams for 6 hours. So how about I start hyping the event 3 hours in advance, like pre-match live hype show, and I invite some of the guests. They will also be willing to join, because if I go live and then the guests will not join because they do not want to go against Engin, I can tell that. But if I think I need to remove this unpinned message. Okay, I am always right, world number one. Okay, but if it is only a pre-match hype live show, then I think some of the guests will be willing to join. Out of all the speeches I've heard about live commentary, yours made maybe most sense. Yeah, I tried to come up with a lot of logical points, but I could have extended it to like 15-20 minutes more, but I wanted to keep it short and concise, and I thought it will be like 15 minutes, but it's extended to 35 minutes. Why don't you, Engin, Bowen, and a few others have a live chat about it? I don't think it is possible. I talked with Bowen and Artem to invite both of them for talking about their upcoming match. Engin, yeah, maybe we can see. But Engin doesn't want to talk about this. Like, this topic makes him angry. He has already mentioned it many times. So I don't think it will be a wise decision to talk about this. Is Engin someone who would admit he was wrong and reverse course? I think, yeah, he says that whenever he learns something new, I don't think he will have much problem in admitting. Is Core Sports really going to have a chat room? I'm picturing it being so busy that it's just like a bunch of spam. We'll see, I guess. Yeah. So how many people will be purchasing the pay-per-view? Since Devon is there, maybe 20,000? Yeah, at least 20,000. 20,000 people. So clearly out of those 20,000 people, let's say 10,000 will be watching live at a time. Because even if it is a pay-per-view, even if you have paid some money, I don't think it is possible for everyone to join at the same time. So let's say 10,000 people in the chat. Yeah, the chat is going to go crazy. They need to have super chats there as well. But I don't think they will have it. Makes him angry, but he made a public post. Yeah. How many people want Pradeep versus Larry assistant comment? Okay, yeah. Adam would beat me, but I need a lot of training. He doesn't, like, everyone says that he's going to kill Pradeep. He doesn't seem kind of unbeatable to me. Like, there are some strong bodybuilders in Dubai who are able to take his hand once they, like, inside a hook, he's really strong. But I've seen some people take his hand. So I think that's about it for Alexey Voevoda. Then now let's talk about Devon. So Devon is having a few matches scheduled. First of all, his Indian assistant. I don't think Nawaz is his assistant right now. And Nawaz is from Bangladesh. Yeah. Indians, Bangladeshis, and Pakistanis, we all look kind of the same. There is a little bit color complexion difference. Sharif is Bangladeshi, yeah. Pakistan will have a little bit fairer skin. then India in the middle, then Bangladesh will have a little bit darker skin. So that's the difference you can figure out. But it wouldn't matter. That those difference can be easily mixed up place to place. Used to be one country. India and Bangladesh used to be one country. No, I don't think so. India, Bangladesh was East Pakistan. The PPV price hike has been very aggressive too. Of course, less people will purchase if you go from $5 to $20. No, when was East versus West? Okay, but you're talking before 97. When was East versus West $5 pay per view? It was one country. So Devon Larratt versus Gennady Quickvinia. That's the first match that is coming up, and it will be happening on May 6th at East versus West 7. That is a big match. As Devon clearly mentioned, I think Devon summarized it in just one sentence. When did you start following arm wrestling course? And I started it about, seriously, I would say when I was watching almost everything 2017 or early 2018, maybe late 2017. And casually watching Travis Bagent highlight videos, Devon highlight videos around 2015, I would say. And that was the time when I kind of stopped arm wrestling. I was arm wrestling with my friends. That my story is opposite. When I got hooked into the sport, I stopped arm wrestling. And when I didn't even know that it was a sport, before that I was arm wrestling with my friends. I literally used to arm wrestle with everyone, whoever I can find. So Devon said that I will have a little bit more hand and Gennady will have a little bit more arm. So that is what the match is going to look like. When somebody has a better arm and the other guy has a better hand, the match goes like this. And this is how Devon's most of the matches go. Yes, yeah. You're talking about Paramveer Singh mentioned it, Andreas. It was before 1947. It was everything the same, but after that it was Bangladesh was East Pakistan, and then Indian forces kind of liberated it and created a separate country out of it. I don't recall the numbers exactly, but surely the first events were sub $10. King of the Table was around $6 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, King of the Table was that much. East versus West was I think around $10 if I think you're right. In 1971, yeah. Mukti Vahini. Good history. So when that happens, it goes like this. Not exactly like Jerry versus Michael, but that is also the same example. Jerry has more arm, Michael has more hand, so the match immediately moves like this. Immediately. You do not even need to be a King's mover. If that is the case, then the match immediately goes like this. Don't watch the live commentary, fool. So I will have Devon as a slight favorite. I'm telling you guys, if Devon's shoulder doesn't go below the table in that match, his elbow is going to go flying off the back of the pad, at least in the early rounds. So that's what it is going to look like. Devon takes Gennady's hand here, and Gennady switches to press, and Devon's elbow goes way off the back of the pad. Maybe once, maybe twice, or maybe Devon gets pinned. One of these three things is going to happen in the first round. Either Devon's elbow goes back, or he gets pinned by Gennady, or his shoulder goes below the parallel. And Devon wouldn't have to do these things more than maybe twice or three times. So I have Gennady two pins and Devon 3 pins, or Gennady 1, Devon 3. There are many people who are saying that it is a mismatch. I don't believe so. It should be for $66. I think $20 would still be a fair price for East versus West. Above 20, for now it will be too much for the arm wrestling community. But $20, I think it is fair. Even if they somehow managed to keep it up to 20 till the end of this year, or maybe even next year, I think it is a good. $20 for a 7 to 8 hours event is really not bad. And these are just amazing matches, man. These are just amazing matches. Engin is an emotional person. He's an aggressive person. This is what I talked about when I interviewed. By the way, Engin has not been on my channel for almost almost 1 year, more than 1 year, I guess. I think I invited him for East versus West 3 or King of the Table 3 when we were discussing something like that, East versus West 3. So I mentioned one thing that people say that Engin is really emotional, he gets angry really easily, he starts blocking people. And I would say that this is his personality. Maybe because of those personality characteristics, he first of all he became the world champion, and now he's able to do such things, such amazing things as organizing the biggest and best arm wrestling event in the world. Yeah, so it's because of that. You take away those things, his anger, his emotions, his passion, which sometimes leads to getting angry on people, which sometimes leads to blocking people. You take away those things, the kind of the negative aspects, maybe he isn't the Engin Terzi that we know anymore. You take away his passion, his emotions, his anger, he wouldn't have won those world titles. Maybe he wouldn't be organizing. Maybe. So I think it is a kind of a slippery slope. Yes, everybody should look for improvement, but if you take someone's basic characteristics away, or you try to tell him to change those characteristics, maybe that person is not the same person anymore. So he blocks way too many people. Yeah, I too agree. Like, when you go to someone's name and click on block, I think that is way more than, way tougher than just ignoring that person. That would be a little bit more easier for him. I don't think so. Very subjective topic. Devon doesn't have to King's move. It's his opener by choice. Really? Do you really think so? It's strategy. His opponent should listen and not take what's given to them. So you think if Devon didn't want to go to a King's move, he could have just stood up against Prudnik in first round and stopped him here or here without going to the King's move? Blocking is protection. Okay? But protection from what? From what? Because you'll have to keep on blocking. See, there's the problem. No matter how many people you block, there will be new fans and there will be new haters coming on constantly. It is not going to change. So how many people are you really going to block? Thousands? More than that? And it has to keep on happening. But if you decide to, let's say, just ignore, you'll have to do that very few times. It's not about being worth it or not. It's logic. It costs more. You'll reach less people. You may still make more money, but your unique customer number may decrease. Okay? Though it went from $11 to $17. Pradeep, why don't you free East 2007 giveaways sometimes from the community? Would also attract more people. For that, I'll have to do with codes, because I cannot give credit card. Although I've been lucky enough that many arm wrestlers like Ryan Bowen only Ryan Bowen from the arm wrestling community, he has been good enough that he helped me purchase a couple of paper. But it was a time when I didn't have the credit card, and he was good enough to give me his credit card details. So I purchased from his credit card. And for some reason, international purchases on credit card, they don't even require a one-time password. You just enter the credit card and boom, the bill is paid. And that's like a risky thing. So yes, Ryan Bowen trusted it with me, but I cannot trust someone with my credit card whom I don't know. So that's the thing. And there is no other way to... Yeah, Andreas, he did unblock me. Yep, no passwords here. That's the difficult thing. Many people have asked me that please purchase the pay-per-view for me, and I'm like, it's difficult. And Core Sports doesn't even let you remove the details of your credit card, even if you want. So even if somebody doesn't want to purchase the pay-per-view, it's really easy for them to accidentally purchase or something the next time. Devon doesn't actually lose, he just gets pinned by choice. Yeah, Lagya, correct. Everyone should block you, to be honest. Who was he talking about? K446U1UT. So Devon Light versus Gennady Quickvinia. Devon has to be the favorite. Are you enjoying the hype? For some reason, when Devon is saying Gennady, you're dead, I'm working out my thumb. I'm not feeling it this time. Like I'm not feeling the hype. For me, I don't know. My mind has gone like really, what is the right word here? Like someone who is not, who has stopped feeling small level of emotions. My mind has kind of stopped feeling emotions at all. Like some people get more emotional when they join social media. They get difficulties, they get depressed sometimes by negative comments. I'm the complete opposite. I'm going emotionless, totally emotionless. And I have stopped even numb. I don't think numb is the right word. What languages do you speak, Pradeep? So Hindi, English, and Haryanvi is another language, but that is not an official language. That is more like a dialect. So that one. So basically two and a half languages. Need tough skin for the internet can't be a Nancy. Emotional fatigue. No, not emotional fatigue is not the right word here. It's difficult, but I think you know what I mean. So I don't feel these pre-hypes, man. I don't know why. My mind is like I need something personal. Do something personal. Annoy that guy. When I start competing in these bottom 8 kind of matches, man, good luck. You should learn Tamil. Nah, I don't think so. Is so I already feel sad for my opponent because the amount of trash talk that I am going to bring in. Of course, I won't bring family and stuff, but it will be hurtful for my opponent. And I am on this in this place. I'm like immune to these emotions. I am numb, as someone said. My mother tongue is Tamil. Great, brother. Great. Tamil is like the oldest language in the world. Also Sanskrit. Some people said Sanskrit is the oldest language. Some people said Tamil is the oldest language in the world. I can't trust any hype after Sandris versus Devon match. Yeah. So Neil Pickup made us numb. Can you give an example of trash talk? Paramveer Singh, no, no. You'll see. It has to come naturally. It has to come naturally. And if the match is against someone that you genuinely don't like, then it is going to create some gold quality content. Devon isn't even training his thumb now. He's just going to pull, yeah, arms weekly until the Gennady match. Devon's training is like Devon, you cannot always fully trust, but most of the times I think you can trust what Devon is saying. So if he's saying that he's going to just train on the table, I think he's not lying. Stoic, yeah. I speak fluently hillbilly from here in southern USA. I sound a lot like Cleve Dean, yeah. Pradeep is 6'3", I wish I was that. Pradeep, is there footage of you arm wrestling? I'd like to see that. What's your height and weight? I uploaded that. So height is about 5'11", almost 5'11", and weight is 193 pounds. It was last time I checked. So about 87, 88 kilos. I love AOC. What is the AOC? €2 super chat. Thanks, brother, for the support. It means a lot. Gennady already lost to Hermes and Jerry, so not hype. Yes, yes. With Jerry, it was extremely close. Devon beat Jerry 3-2. I know it isn't that much relevant now. And Gennady lost to Jerry 3-2. Hermes beat him 4-0. Then he lost 2 rounds. So 4-2. Hermes Gasparini beat Gennady. But during the Hermes match, he was just making a comeback. Gennady was making a comeback after 2018, I think. So it was 4 years later. So thanks, brother. Thanks. And please let me know what is AOC here. We're basically the same. I'm 190, 5'11". Okay, 190 pounds. I thought you were 190 centimeters. And I was like, how are we the same? That is anything but same. 6'10" according to King of the Table standards. Who do you think wins if Kodecha pulls Hermes again? Hermes Gasparini, easy. Hermes Gasparini, easy. I was talking with Hermes once, and Hermes was like, I can beat Kodecha even without Verist. Hermes has got really confident against after that Levon match. Hermes is really confident that he can beat Kodecha by giving his wrist himself. 19-inch wrist for Prodnik. 19-inch, yeah. More like 19 centimeter. Prodnik has to have bigger wrists than 19 centimeter, I would assume. Is Alex injured or something? No. last time I interviewed him, he didn't say anything like that, and he was getting ready, possibly for a left-handed super match. Yes, I know it was it could have been mentioned in inches, but I was thinking like, is it centimeters? Centimeters also doesn't sound right. He has to have bigger than 19 centimeter wrists. Imagine a 19-inch wrist. Yeah. Have to run. Cheers, Pradeep. Cheers, guys. Defense Foster. Thanks, brother. You think Jerry should have to pull Hermes before Levon? Yes, I do think so. But I do agree with John Brezink when he mentioned that for Jerry, Levon is can be a little bit better match than Hermes Gasparini, because there are many people who can bring Jerry from this position back to the center, and if Hermes gets him back to the center, he can transition to the press. Like, he'll have to literally block his elbow by getting behind his body, otherwise it will be elbow foul for Hermes. Then he needs to transition. Hermes smokes Jerry, mismatch. Prudnik's actual measurement is 21 centimeter. Yeah, there we go. So let's say Devon wins this match, and yesterday, I hope you watched that video. I uploaded it. I got that information from Paul Atelier's channel. Looks like Devon versus Dave Chaffee may be happening soon. I don't know when. Maybe they can make it happen at the Canada event where Todd Hutchings and John Brezink are pulling in August. That can be a possibility. Then in September, October, then Devon Larratt has a match against Denis Cyplenkov. So that would be amazing. Dave Chaffee versus Devon is going to be a grinder. There is no other way that match, no, I don't care how much Devon gains or how less he gains, I will still have him as the favorite against Dave Chaffee. But the match is going to look exactly the same as the 2019 WL match. Because if we remove the 2 inches from the back of the pad, Dave gains sub advantage. If we remove the rule where Devon was allowed to go below the table, even in a losing position, Dave has more advantage. So whatever Devon has gained in those last 3 years, 15% as he was saying, I don't think those are going to matter a lot. So that match is going to look exactly the same as the previous match. Prudnik is awesome singer and actor. I found that out today. Yeah, he sings opera and dances and acts, everything. Pradeep, have you been invited to King of the Table event or East versus West? Engin invites me every time. He invites me to take, like, for kind of a journalist role, and I would have loved to do that, but for visa problems I cannot go there. King of the Table, no official has invited me, but I have someone who is willing to pay for my travel, my accommodation, everything, and that person is generous enough, and he was like, I'll just pay for you, don't mention it anywhere. So I'm not taking his name. So that person has offered me, and there was, I think it was Mark Skigera. He also mentioned that he can, I think it was almost a year ago, he also mentioned that he can arrange hotel and everything for me there. So yeah, there are a few people who are willing to pay for that, but for some stupid reasons I cannot go. Fair enough, it's crazy how much Hermes has improved ever since his Kordacha loss. So Denis Cyplenkov, guys. First of all, I liked this Denis Cyplenkov edit a lot. I shared it on my WhatsApp status yesterday. Let me show you. Maybe you have watched it.
Not you, not you, not you, and not you. Me! Not you, not you, and not you. Me! Not you! Not you! Not you!
178,000.
Not you!
Yeah, stop sharing, but the videos is still playing. Yeah. So this video, I think it's awesome. Someone else created the same video with same music, but his editing was not that good. I think he created that in January. So this guy basically copied that concept, and he did a much better editing. So the previous video already has like 25,000 views, but I think this one is going to easily cross. This is easily, I'm telling you, that's easily a 2 million views video. It is like, we just watched, maybe it was like 200,000, something like that, little bit less than that, but easily 200. Come on, Pradeep, why put Hermes there? He is the GOAT. I didn't put it here. I just found that video to be interesting. And for some reason, when we saw Levon get stopped by Hermes, before that, I was also like kind of disappointed because Denis Cyplenkov used to be one of my favorite arm wrestlers, and now he's once again when he has made a comeback. So I was kind of disappointed because when people said, yeah, Denis can beat Levon, and I was like, I also want to believe that, but there is absolutely no reason why I should believe that. That made me kind of disappointed to see one of my favorite. You have always been asking me my favorite arm wrestlers, and how can I forget? Like, Denis used to be my favorite at one time when he competed in like 2000, around the 2018 period. So Pradeep should be the color of commentator at the events. At the very least, interview the arm wrestlers after each match instead of Artem and Coach Ray. Yes, I think I can do a really great job there. And I need to ease down a little bit, I guess. Yeah, not to change my opinions, not to pretend to be a fake person that I'm not. But I think some people have suggested me I need to ease down a little bit, stop annoying elite arm wrestlers, and I've been doing that a lot recently. I agree. I shouldn't be doing that. For Devon, what's the tougher match, Denis or Dave? Now, if the match happens today, Dave Chaffee for sure. Dave for sure. But in October, yeah, Denis. It has to be Denis. Pradeep, it's 8 a.m. Yeah. 1 minute remaining. So that's amazing. That's an amazing edit. So since we saw Levon get stopped by Hermes Gasparini, now all of a sudden it looks like a possibility. Man, Denis is like 41 years old. Why can't he reach near his peak form? He's only 125 kilos right now. Alex Cordecha cannot do anything against him on the table. And recently Devon said that yes, his bicep was torn when he practiced with Alex. It was only like 2-3 months after that. But he still, even today, he believes that Alex has more top end horsepower. He was not sure when he's going to get a stop. Devon clearly mentioned everything that what he got from that practice pull that was not shown. Devon said that I don't know when I'm going to get a stop against Alex. Is it going to be the second round, third round, fourth round? But Alex for sure has more top end power than me, even on the right arm. So, and Alex cannot do anything with Denis Cyplenkov in the practice pulls, of course. Artem Morozov, I've seen that practice pull. I cannot share it with you guys, but I've seen that practice pull in Dubai. Artem Morozov versus Artem was like hitting, and only Artem Morozov's head was moving to the side. Their arm was not moving. But then again, Artem was more tired. He practiced with everyone the previous day. That practice was the next day. But still, Artem says till date that he cannot move Denis Cyplenkov. Denis is like a wall. So if he can do those things with less training and like 125 kilos body weight, I think when he gets to 132, 33, I think that's where he should stay. Now, I wouldn't want to see him go above 135. That should be the maximum for sure. But Hermes talks about quality, my friend. Hermes is like 131 kilos and Denis is 125, so that's not far off. And Denis is absolutely ripped. Clearly, that looks like more quality. Did Artem attack outside? Yeah. Everyone is going to attack outside against Denis Lagia. Like, it would be a suicide if we want to go inside against Denis. So he was trying to go outside, but he couldn't. Denis' hand is stronger than in the past. Yeah, that is a possibility. But in the center, when he's going sideways, he's again losing his wrist, even against John Brising. That is not a good sign. But guys like Levon, Denis is going to beat them on this side, not this side. So I don't think he needs to worry about that anymore. That's where he's going to beat Levon. And to finish, now we have seen Denis only on this side of the table. But when someone stronger puts Denis in this losing position, he's going to go here, and here is where he can really do some damage with his king's move. Because Artem outside in straps is kind of bad in the elite level. Yeah, maybe that's why. And he was also tired. Let's be honest. He was pulling with Dadikian, Ryan Bowen. Can you imagine? He pulled with Ryan Bowen a day before that. So how can he do anything against Denis the next day? Hermes already is the GOAT. Hermes is only 29. I think he can do some good damage in the next 2 years. Love the video, love the Vikings reference, yeah. I wonder how Levon will take his first loss. We don't know. Hermes is the future GOAT, Sean is saying. No, don't ease up. No more. Legend of Nelda. A link to the fats. Is that a game? Legend of Nelda? 81 viewers watching. Guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? In 2024, Hermes will beat Levon. That's a great possibility. That is a possibility. Good point. We don't know. Maybe Ryan accidentally injured Artem and they didn't reveal it. Yes. But even on a serious note, he was practice pulling a lot the day before that. So that makes sense that he wasn't able to do. But he still says that he cannot move Denis Cyplenkov. And Denis has probably gained even more than Artem, considering keeping in mind how young Artem is. Denis has probably gained more than him. Yes, Denis gonna be top dog in 2 years. So next up we have social media part and then arm wrestling training. I think we should keep those topics to very short. I want to end this in like next 10 minutes. So social media part, guys, what suggestions do you have? One thing that was not brought up in this live stream commentary issue by anyone is that who are the guys doing the promotion for the event? Let's say Hermes Gasparini versus Levon. That was announced by Core Sports on their Instagram page. A photo that got like 3,000 likes, 4,000 likes. Denis Cyplenkov shared the same photo on his Instagram, got like 8,000 likes. Same thing with Levon, Hermes. They made a few videos. Levon's video got like 2 videos got like 200,000. I'm just assuming. Hermes Gasparini made few videos. His videos and live streams got like 100,000 views. Then that's about it. The story ends here. 500,000 views combined from everyone. John didn't upload any videos about it or anything. So my question is, are those 500,000 views enough to promote an event? Who really is promoting the event? Who is? I'm asking. For any promotion, you can calculate the number of views from the organizer's page, the athlete's page, combine them on one side, and that isn't even 10% of what the YouTube community is doing for the promotion, the pre-hype of the matches. I'm telling you guys, you can calculate. If it is more than 10% on this side, I think I'll be surprised. I'll be shocked. If you count the views coming from the promoter and from the athletes, and you compare that to the views from arm wrestling community, hundreds of channels that are promoting the event, some using some footages, some not using footages. I think it has to be like a 10-90 ratio. So if these guys are promoting it 90%, I don't think anyone can claim that those pre-hype videos, match videos, these are 5 reasons why Hermes will beat Levon, 5 reasons why Levon will beat Hermes. I don't think even the promoters can claim that these videos are not helping pay-per-view sales. Then what is? For sure they are helping. So why isn't anyone mentioning that if you guys are doing 90% of the promotion anyways, and if you're doing live commentary, even if those live commentaries hurt, let's say 5% of the pay-per-view sales, you guys are the ones who did that 90% promotion. I'm not saying the guys who are doing live commentary, though they did 90% promotion, but the entire YouTube community. King of the Table created an official YouTube channel just few weeks ago. That tells you a lot, yeah. Morozov probably has the best frame at the moment. He has a frame of a strong man, yeah, 6'4", 135 kilos, ripped. I remember Don being fascinated by the community self-promoting, yes, on Aussie Armwrestling channel. I felt so happy to see that. Proves himself on super matches. Yo, live commentary is goated. Super matches. Zaur isn't even top 10 unless he proves himself in super matches. No, I don't think so, bro. I think before his injury, I think he was easily top 5. I think he was easily top 5. You can't get a Sun K4. What do you mean by that? But can Morozov do human flag? Yeah, that's a good point. Hail Vovoda. So the final topic. So social media is a great part, and more. Now we are in a place till about Engin started this, King of the Table started this. I think YouTubers had more options. There was a possibility that YouTubers were making more money than the arm wrestlers themselves. Just remove the top 10 arm wrestlers in the world, and probably YouTubers were making more money than the entire arm wrestling community. Now things are moving away. Yes, the arm wrestlers do need social media now. Can you imagine a top level boxer, top level UFC fighter not having a Instagram page, not having a million followers? That just does not happen. If they're not interested, then somebody else is running their accounts. But for sure, they do need to have, and arm wrestlers need to learn that it is not about whether they like it or not. It is about whether they need it or not, and they for sure do. They for sure. Pradeep's commentary greater than the live event. They do need those Instagram accounts, those Facebook and YouTube accounts. Maybe not YouTube, but for sure Instagram account. Arm wrestling needs sponsors. Yeah, Pradeep is the truth. Thanks, brother. Live is goated. Yo, Clux93 in the house. Thanks for joining, brother. When is Pradeep going for number 1? Number 1 in what? So in that case, if all of the arm wrestlers, this is how arm wrestling elites are looking at it. Well, I'm earning, let's say, $5,000, $6,000 a month from my job, or $7,000, $8,000 from my job per month. I'm talking about. So why do I need to focus on those $500 or $1,000 that I may be earning from YouTube if I dedicate 1 or 2 hours every day? And my answer to that always is, do not look at as a source of revenue. For some guys, YouTube, thanks man. For some guys, YouTube should be for selling a different product. For businesses, they're not focused on how much revenue they're getting from ads. For businesses, is that how much they can sell on their YouTube. And what is the athlete going to sell on YouTube? Himself. So if they dedicate 1 hour every day on YouTube and they get to like 50,000 subscribers, so instead of asking for $5,000 from King of the Table or Engin, if you have a channel with 100,000 subscribers, you can ask them $10,000. Now that is a $5,000 increase almost every third month. That's $20,000 extra income for you in a year. And what did you do? You dedicated 1 hour every day to YouTube. And I think that's possible. 1 hour will not take you to 100,000 easily, but I think it means something. Z's guitar account with a massive $20 super chat. Thanks, brother. Yo, Ozzy and Uncle John are basically providing consistent free marketing for these events. Core Sports shouldn't be angry at live commentary. They should be angry at themselves for failing to hype up the events. But I do think that Core Sports is only the streaming company. That's what I forgot to mention earlier. And Z's guitar account, I agree with all of your points. But one thing that I want to question you and myself, because I was also saying the similar thing before. Is it Core Sports' responsibility to hype up the events? Because they're just the streaming company. They're providing you a platform to purchase the event. Are they themselves invested? Are they a partner in King of the Table or East versus West? For sure, they have no partnership in East versus West. Engin owns everything, 100%. Who is owning King of the Table? I think they do. They might have some partnership in King of the Table. Can anyone mention in the comments? Fairly said Ozzy and Uncle John down, thumbs down. Okay. I feel like everyone except King of the Table is advertising their event. I don't know. Percent of pay-per-view. Yeah, that's kind of known. They're taking money. That's why they're streaming. But do they have like equity in King of the Table? That's what I'm trying to ask. If they don't have equity in King of the Table, I don't think it is their responsibility to hype up the event. Larry has equities in that. Larry used to hype up the events, but now we don't see Larry hyping them that much. When he used to compete in those 3 events, Larry did a lot of promotion. But after that, the promotion for King of the Table has been entirely dependent on the arm wrestling community. of pay-per-view. They don't complain about free advertising. Yeah, how could they? How could they? Who else is going to promote King of the Table if not for the YouTubers? Core Sports have a debate in Core Sports have a stake. Okay, stake in King of the Table, none in East versus West. Yeah, that makes sense. Then they should promote. Then they should promote a lot. Pradeep, you are looking buff in that shirt. Are you working out? I did some bicep curls yesterday, by the way. But no, I'm not like physically. I'm in a very bad shape. I went to the pull-up bar, tried to do some pull-ups. Those were not strict, like kind of explosive pull-ups. I was able to do about 13 of them. About 13 of them. So I think if I start running, lose a few kilos of fat, I should be able to get to 20 soon. I know WL was on ESPN for time. I don't know what is happening with North American arm wrestling. This is what I always wondered. Like, where is North American arm wrestling going? You watch some of the footages from 1970s, 1960s. There are some arm wrestling footages from 1960s in North America. Perfect audio quality, multiple camera angles. They have multiple camera angles and the audio quality is perfect. And I'm like, from that in 1960s, we have moved towards like bad internet connection, bad camera angles, single camera angle, audio quality is terrible. I'm like, what is going on here? You just watch some of the 1960s and 70s arm wrestling in USA. Man, everything was on point. The commentary, the audio quality, everything was perfect. The camera angles, you'll be surprised. If you haven't checked that out, you'll be surprised how many camera angles they had back in the 60s and 70s. And it is nothing compared to that. Over the top. They had over the top. Biggest prize ever. The truck. And now, I don't know how did, from being on ESPN to being nowhere, I don't know how arm wrestling is moving in North America. Pradeep, there isn't enough money in arm wrestling here. Yeah, there are no qualified promoters in America. Thanks once again, brother, for your super chat, $20, huge super chat. So yes, why didn't you mention me? You okay? You Ozzy and Uncle John. I didn't read you in the first time. I think I was like, Ozzy and Uncle John are basically providing consistent free marketing, and I was like, what about me? Z's guitar account. Why didn't you mention me? But you have. Thanks again. Agreed about Core Sports being seemingly in the background, early East versus West streaming quality problems. That was their job, but it seemed Engin was left to answer for everything. So first time it was the Turkish team, East versus West 2. I think it was the Turkish team who managed everything. Core Sports just gave them the platform or the equipments. I don't know what the deal was, but from the third event, it was Core Sports' own team who flew to Turkey, and then they managed everything. The reason production quality was better back in the day is because the bar was much higher to even host a recorded event. So anyone who could do it or would be able to do it, right? Okay, yeah. So there was money involved. Where was the money coming from back then? Pradeep, I think arm wrestling is big now. LOL. It was big in 80s, actually small, but still the different sizes of the community more organized due to internet. Yeah. For sure, the amount of viewers have increased, but I'm like, why isn't the money increasing? Why aren't these sponsors interested? Like, why isn't ESPN interested anymore? Because it was back then. This is the second golden age of arm wrestling we are in right now. Drew24, I agree with you. Pradeep speaks for the people. Michael, thanks, brother. It's great, not perfect. So, arm wrestling training. You guys mentioned that have I been doing training? So, how do you approach training? Initially, I was thinking that just to get used to of the movements. I don't know why my wrist started hurting after those PR attempts. They're still not recovered yet. Any idea why OSL left? Old school labs East versus West. I cannot say, because my channel was also sponsored by them, and they were like, to be honest, they were like, we are not getting the amount of sales that we expected. So that's why we are putting the partnership on pause. You can still keep on promoting old school labs, but I will not, but we'll have to see how many sales you are able to generate, and then we will decide to resume the partnership. And I was like, okay, I don't need anymore. Anyone can get their hands on a webcam now or pull out a phone. Z's guitar account once again with a $10 super chat. I respect Engin a lot and have purchased every East versus West event, but him and probably his financial supporters are operating under an outdated business model. So yeah, Engin is learning every day. That's what I talk with Engin a lot. He is learning every day about this social media thing. He's trying to introduce new things, cards, t-shirts, posters, table covers, everything. But what one thing that I would like for Engin to know or try in the future is having those thinking more about sponsors. And Engin is trying with the sponsors, he is trying, but somebody needs to are there any marketing agencies or some agencies? I know there are a lot for YouTubers in India who take a cut and they find sponsors, they deal on their behalf, and they find the best rates possible because they are getting a percentage out of that. So I think if somebody suggests such kind of agencies who look for sponsors, who deal with the sponsors, who project what we have to offer, I think then Engin can be helped a lot. Because I gave this example to Engin, I think I gave it to Paul Lynn, the cricket example. So the Indian Premier League, the prize money for winning Indian Premier League is like 20 crore Indian rupees. So I don't know how much that is in dollars, like $2.5 million. Let's say $2.5 million for the winners, of Indian Premier League after playing like 15 cricket matches. That's the prize money they get. You know how much they spend on their teams? That's like a season fees for one top player. So they spend the entire amount of money they are going to win if they win IPL out of 8 teams or 10 teams, whatever it is. They spend the entire amount of money on one player, purchasing one player in the auctioning. That's how much money they're allowed. They can spend. They're allowed to. Their spending budget is limited. You cannot spend more than that in players. You have a fixed pool of money, and from that you have to purchase all the players. Even then they are willing to pay that much for one player if he's a good player, the entire winning bonus. So how are they attracting the sponsors? Like winning prize in the big sports, or these kind of money that they are getting, it is like less than 5%. 95% is coming from the sponsorships. Every sport is like that. So that model I think Engin may have to think about in the future, where he is dependent more on the sponsors and less on the pay-per-views. Or maybe in the future just get rid of the pay-per-view, just like Monster Michael Todd tried to do. His idea, his plan has not been successful yet, but maybe it will be in the future. He wants to do everything and seems burned out. Yeah, at some point you have to trust. This point has been brought up to Engin multiple times, that Engin, you need to allocate your work to others. And he's like, and he's also right in some cases, most of the cases, that there are some things I'm personally involved with these arm wrestlers. So there are some things that I cannot trust other people with. I don't know if they will be able to manage it like I will be able to. So that's his point, which is, to be honest, which is fair. But at some point he'll have to trust someone. He'll have to hire someone who manages all of those things for him. And yeah, in the beginning, like when I asked my brother to start editing videos for me, in the beginning I was not happy. I was checking everything as like, man, it's not a good edit. The quality was going down. But then slowly he started learning. I even stopped checking most of the times, like what he's doing, how he's editing. And over a period of time, like what you think in your mind and what that person who is working for you, he thinks in his mind, those things start coming closer and closer and closer. So I hope Engin tries it at some point of time in the future. Who wants Devon shirt? LOL. Isn't that a fan made shirt? That's Claws Arm Wrestling. Yeah, that's from Shiv Kaushik, the guys you asked about him earlier on. Hi, hello Pradeep. Thanks, Suman Chetri. NP. What's that? Okay, it's armband like Uncle John. How did? So that's, yeah, Z's guitar account. I think there are more, but Engin has improved his business plan a lot in just 1.5 years. So I think, yeah, he cannot do everything at once, but I think he'll for sure be doing more and more changes in the future as well. But I just hope that he is able to find such sponsors and such deals that he becomes less and less dependent on the pay-per-view sales. And then we can do live stream commentaries. Just kidding. Isn't that a fan made shirt? Yes. No, it's from Shiv Kaushik. So training, I was thinking in the beginning that if we just to get used to of the movements, should I do like hundreds of reps on one exercise, or do like average, kind of in the medium. For sure, I'm not going to go heavy. Should I do like average weight, average reps, or would you do like Michael Todd, like sets of 30 repetitions and stuff? Is that hard to find right people that have the same vision as you? Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely hard. And hiring people to work for you and making them work for you, that's a skill, man. That's a skill. That's a skill that good businessmen excel in. Pradeep, what do you do with all that money? You should buy some trading cards. Engin gifted me trading cards. I do have my trading cards at my home. Engin gifted me them trading cards last time. Pradeep, are you doing something different to your hair? I like it. Nope. I don't touch my hair at all. Like I'm going to like just shave my head maybe today, maybe tonight. Good night, Pradeep. It's almost 11 here. See ya. Thanks, Ankur. No, I don't do anything with my hair. Pradeep, what do you do? Okay. All the money. How much money do you think I'm earning? I'm getting rich. I'm getting rich. I'm averaging about $2,000 a month. About more, maybe more than that, combining my job and YouTube. More than that. So that's cool. That's cool. Pradeep, do us all a favor and leave some women for the rest of us. Easy. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, because that $2,000, $2,500 per month is like a really good amount here in India, really good amount. And I was like telling my wife yesterday, but you better enjoy these days. When I start traveling, there is going to be a lot of competition for you. Now there isn't any. And she started laughing. All right. So training. Not many people seem to be interested in training right now. So I need to arm wrestle, man. I need to arm wrestle. It is not that people are bothering me who are saying that you're not even an arm wrestler, you haven't really arm wrestled, because to me they don't even know nobody knows the definition of an arm wrestler. Keep her on her toes. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. Pradeep on the hunt for the second. So what I was saying, I even forgot what I was trying to say. I don't train, never have you, so you don't want my advice. Yeah, so that's what I was saying, that nobody knows what is the definition of arm wrestler. When people say that you're not even an arm wrestler, and I'm like, what is your definition of an arm wrestler? I don't know. They also don't know. Don't bring your girl around, Pradeep. Yeah, what's up? Legend says when you become an arm wrestler, your opinions get around 50% more correct. For sure. About opinions, I like that person, Grand Diet, the fat guy from Ireland or Scotland, wherever he's from. And for some reason, I watch all of his videos, and that dude makes a lot of sense. He's a smart person. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You watch his videos, his live streams, and he's also funny. He used to be a lot more funnier when he was on the Facebook page. But now he has started. Somebody mentioned in the chat that arm wrestling is in a weird place because Grand Diet out of them all is making the most sense. And he used to say about opinions like, my opinions are 99% correct, and the world will be a better place if you guys started listening to me. And I absolutely love that line. Yeah, Grant's actually a smart dude. He makes some sense. You can see that he does his homework. He thinks about things a lot, and then he comments. One wife in every continent. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. First, start with the states. 29 states in India. Start with them. Then expand the territory. That's how it will be. You like everybody who dislikes Neil. Maybe that's the thing. Paramveer Singh. No. K4. Okay, Paramveer Singh. That's the definition of an arm wrestler. What's the definition? Rico, Pradeep's getting all the girls. LOL. J.R. Williams, or what's up, brother? Engin Musk. People like you or don't like you, Pradeep. You're helping grow the sport. Keep your chin up. Thanks, brother. Thanks. By the way, I'll be doing some live commentary for Pro Panja leagues Pro Punjab League's actual league event this time. So there will be first time they will be paid a fixed amount, 18 athletes from all the weight categories. There will be a league. I don't know how that is going to turn out to be, but for sure that is going to be an awesome event. I'll be doing commentary for them. And after the first or second season, there will be auctioning for arm wrestlers in India. There will be auctioning for arm wrestlers, bidding, and teams will be built by money. That's an interesting concept. I don't think anyone has done that before. Only thing good about Neil is the commentary. Yeah, there are a lot of things that are good about Neil. Lot of good things about Neil Pickup. But somehow the negative aspects in his personality are way more interesting to talk about. For everyone, not just for me, but for everyone. Commentary is really good. Some people say that trad wife movement. I don't know what that is. Pradeep, do you support the trad wife movement? What's that? Can somebody give me a brief description? Tattoos sucks. Yeah, I will never get a tattoo. Maybe I'll in the future. My mind will change, but I don't think so. Tattoos sucks. I heard Ryan Bowen is going to start live commentary on all of Engin's podcasts. This is true. No, that's not true. Podcasts. Andreas, only good thing about Neil is nothing. His commentary is really good. Some people say that Neil is way far ahead, but I don't think so. Neil explains, if Neil is trying to explain a top role, he'll say that in like 5 sentences. He's really good. I'll still have him at the top of the arm wrestling commentary world. But Ryan Bowen is not far off. Ryan's commentary is also really good. That's like the swingers, the trade wife movement. I still don't understand, but to me it doesn't sound good at all. I showed Pradeep to a non-arm wrestling fan and she is still a non-arm wrestling fan. Yeah, good. Tattoos are awesome, bro. Yeah, looks like you have got some tattoos, bro. Ryan is good. Yeah. So thanks guys for joining. Today's chat was awesome. I hope to do more of these podcasts. Only good thing I need. Those are awesome. I showed Pradeep. Hit the like button. It helps arm wrestling grow. Thanks, Engin Musk. Of course, he's great at commentary. I was just making a joke, but yeah, I gotta say, I hate him so much lately. Ryan is Ryan. That's all good thing. I like Ryan's commentary. Tattoos sucks. Thank you guys. Thank you. Please like and subscribe before you leave, and we'll see you again soon. End it with an ad. Oh man, you said end it with an ad, and I literally 1 second before that I pressed on the ad. A second before that. have an awesome day, Pradeep, and get that hair buzzed. Okay, later, bros. Thanks for your time, Pradeep.